Hey everyone, this is our next question from XAT23. You can pause the video and please give it a try and resume the video for the solution. Okay, so let's read the question first. The Guava Club has won 40% of their football matches in the Apple Club that they have played so far. If they play another 5 matches and win all of them, their winning percentage will improve to 50. Further, if they play 15 more matches and win all of them, their winning percentage will improve from 50 to 60. How many matches has the Guava Club played in the Apple Cup so far? In the Apple Cup matches, there are only two possible outcomes, win or loss. Draw is not possible. And we have the options 30, 40, 50, 60 and cannot be determined. Okay guys, so we are going to see two methods of solving this particular question. In both the methods, the underlying principle will be the same. In this particular question, whichever extra matches the Guava Club plays, it is winning all of the matches. So the number of losses is remaining the same. So let's use this knowledge and solve the question. The first approach is basically using percentages. The Guava Club has won 40% of their football matches that they have played so far. Let the number of matches they have played so far be equal to X. They are winning 40% of these matches. So that means they are losing 60% of these matches, right? So the number of losses will be 60% of X. Now 60% in fractions is 3/5. So 60% of X will be 3/5 of X. Next, if they are playing n matches, so the total number of matches will now become X plus n, and winning all of them, their winning percentage will improve to 50%. So now the win percentage is 50%. Naturally, the loss percentage is 100 minus 50, 50% again. 50% in fraction is half. So the number of matches lost is half of X plus n. That is X by 2 plus n by 2. Okay, since they are winning all the matches, the number of losses is going to be the same. So we equate these two number of losses. We will get 3/5 of X is X by 2 plus n by 2. Multiplying throughout by 10, which is the least common multiple of 5 and 2, we are going to get 6x is equal to 10 into x by 2 is 5x plus 10 into n by 2 is 5n. 5x on the left hand side, 6x minus 5x will become x. X is nothing but 5n. Okay, so in our question, wherever we have x, we are going to replace that by 5n now. Moving on further, if they play 15 more matches, so now the number of matches will be x plus n plus 15. We know that x is 5n, so x plus 5n plus 15, this value is actually 6n plus 15, and x plus n, this value is 5n plus n, that is 6n. Okay, going further, if they play 15 more matches and win all of them, their winning percentage will improve from 50 to 60. So now they have won 60% of these total number of matches. That means the number of losses or the percentage of loss is 40%. So the number of losses is 40% of 6n plus 15. 40% of any number is 2/5. So the number of losses now is 2/5 of 6n plus 15. As we have discussed previously, these number of losses is same throughout. So this number of losses 2/5 of 6n plus 15, we equated with the initial number of losses 3/5 of x. 3/5 of x will be equal to 2/5 of 6n plus 15. 5 and 5 gone, and x is worth 5n. So 3 into 5 is 15n will be equal to 2 into 6 is 12n plus 2 into 15 is 30. 12n on the left hand side, we will get 3n is equal to 30, or n is worth 10. But that's not what we want. We want the total number of matches that the club had played in the beginning, and that is worth x, which is 5n, right? So we have found n as 10. 5n is our answer. 5n is 5 into 10, that is 50. The answer to our question, that is very clearly our option C. So this is one way of solving the entire question, going by the basics of percentages. I have made a table out of this. You can simplify things by not making a table, by writing the data directly. Now let's look at the second method of approaching this question, guys. It's a very straightforward and a very short and sweet method in which we can solve this question. So the Guava Club has won 40% of their football matches in the Apple Club they have played so far. 40% is basically 2/5. So the ratio of wins to losses will be 2/5 is to 3/5. 2/5 will be the victories and 3/5 the losses. The ratio of wins to losses will be 2 is to 3. Now, if they play n number of more matches, if they add n more matches plus n, then their winning percentage improves to 50%. 50% is basically half. So now the wins to losses, the ratio is half is to half. That is basically 1 is to 1. And lastly, if they play 15 more matches, adding 15 more to this and win all of them, their winning percentage will improve from 50 to 60. So now the winning percentage is 60%. 60% is basically 3/5 in fractions. So 3/5 is the winning percentage, losing is 2/5. The ratio of winning is to losing is actually 3 is to 2. Now, as we have discussed previously, guys, these number of losses are going to be the same. So we make these values same throughout by taking the least common multiple or LCM of 3, 1 and 2, which is 6. So I'm going to make this value 6 everywhere. The first ratio, let's multiply this with 2 to make it 6. We get 4 is to 6. The ratio of wins is to losses initially is 4 to 6. The second ratio, let's multiply it throughout by 6 only. The ratio of wins is to losses is 6 is to 6. And the last ratio multiplied by 3 throughout, the ratio of wins is to losses becomes 9 is to 6. Now you can see that the number of losses has become same. Observe that between the second and the third case, the extra matches played are the victories only. That is 9 minus 6, which corresponds to 3. These 3 extra victories correspond to the new number of matches played, which we know as 15 in the question. So 3 in this ratio corresponds to 15. Now, next step is our answer directly. If 3 corresponds to 15, initially the number of matches played is the number of wins plus the losses. 4 plus 6, the total value is 10. So if 3 corresponds to 15, 10 corresponds to our answer. 50 matches have been played so far. Very elegantly, we can solve this question using ratios, and that's how we do it. The answer is option C, 50.